Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing Speedform's rear spoiler, shown here in gloss black, available for your 2021 and newer Mach-E at home. Now you guys should be considering the Speedform option for your Mach-E if you're looking for an affordable, easy to install option that will really crank up the aggressive appearance from the rear end. So getting into our list of features here, and it really just starts and ends with that added aggressive appearance that the Speedform option will contribute to the rear of your Mach-E when installed. Now the spoiler is going to add that wild addition to the leading edge, or trailing edge rather, of the rear hatch, and just make for a much more aggressive look overall. Now, talking appearance, guys, again, this is easily one of the more wild or aftermarket looking options currently on the site for your Mach-E. If it's a little too much, no worries. Speedform does also offer some more subtle options as well, and you can find them here at AM if you'd like to take a look. Now, that gloss black, in my opinion, is a nice touch here at this option. Really flows well with the black or glass roof if equipped, while at the same time offering a nice little color contrast on any non-black Mach-E's. Now, appearance aside, the low cost and ease of install, it's a peel and stick job, guys. Certainly also worth lumping in here with our list of features. Getting into our construction, and the Speedform spoiler will come together thanks to the blow molded ABS plastic construction or build here, which is designed using OEM Ford CAD data. And that's just there to help ensure a perfect fit on that factory rear hatch. Now that ABS is definitely lightweight, it's durable, and then it's finished in a sleek gloss black paint job here that is free from any imperfections and is certainly ready to install right out of the box. Now, helping with that install will be the included 3M automotive grade adhesive that's pre-installed on all the panels for you here, and that's just going to make for a very easy drill-free job that we'll demonstrate here in a sec. Now, I did mention price earlier in our video in our list of features, and that's because coming in at or around that mid to high $100 price point, this is really going to pack a lot of bang for your buck in regards to delivering a bunch of appearance, but for not a lot of money. Now, you can find other options on the site, of course, including options from Speedform or other companies, but keep in mind some of those other options you might stumble across are unpainted, and at that point you will need to handle the prep and paint work on your own. So if you are looking for something that is ready to rock right out of the box, certainly consider the Speedform that we have here. Now, moving into our install block, and again, because you are dealing with a 100% peel and stick job here, guys, you're in for a very easy day in the garage or driveway at home. Site's gonna call this one a soft 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking about 20 minutes to get in place from start to finish. But now, what do we say we throw it out to the garage for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown? Check it out.
The tools you'll need for this project is some rubbing alcohol and the included adhesion promoter. Hi everyone, today we're installing a rear spoiler on our Mach-E, so let's get started. All right, first thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure that you give your car a good clean washing. You wanna try and remove any dirt or wax or any kind of residue that could be on the vehicle. Now, once you've got it washed, you're gonna wanna use some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, either in a bottle, in a clean cloth, or like what we've got here, just an alcohol prep pad, and just clean the area of where the double-sided tape for the spoiler is going to sit. Make sure you give that a good wipe down, and then once you've got it wiped down, give it a couple of minutes to go ahead and dry. And then once it's dry, the kit comes with this adhesion promoter. And you're gonna do the same thing with this as what you did with the rubbing alcohol. You're just gonna rub this on wherever the double-sided tape from the spoiler is going to be sticking on the vehicle. Now, once you do that, give that a couple minutes, let it dry, and then you can go ahead and start placing the spoiler on the vehicle. Now, because we're not leaving the spoiler on our vehicle, we're not actually going to use the adhesion promoter because we do want to be able to take it off afterwards. But you get the idea. Like I said, just like with the rubbing alcohol, just rub it where the tape is going to be, and then we can go ahead and get started on installing our spoiler. Now, just like what we did on the car itself, we're going to be using rubbing alcohol and the adhesion promoter on the spoiler itself. As you can see, it's a 3-piece spoiler, so we need to attach this centerpiece to the two outside wings. So once again, going to go ahead and use our rubbing alcohol and clean the tabs where the spoilers will join together. Now, once you give that a couple of minutes to dry up, go ahead and apply your adhesion promoter just like what we did on the car. And then we can go ahead and remove the backing material off of the adhesive pads on the wings and attach our center section to those wings. Now that everything's dried up, we go ahead and remove the backing material by lifting up on one corner of the pads on the inside of the wings. And then flip our center section over and line it up so that it fits inside the indentation on the wings itself. You want to press down on that really good to make sure that it sticks and it's lined up within the indentations on the wings themselves. Now once we've got that attached, now we can do a test fitting on the vehicle to make sure of where we want to put this so that when we actually remove the backing material on the wing itself, we know exactly where it's going to go on the vehicle. So when you do this test fitting, we're going to line this up with the center section right along the top edge of the rear hatch. And then we'll line up the outside edge of the wings with the outside edge of the hatch, making sure that it's even on both sides and we're straight across the back side. Now you know exactly where you want to place this once we remove the backing material off of the wings and off of the center section. So let's go ahead and get that done. So as we said earlier, we're not going to be putting this on permanently, so we're not going to remove this center section of the backing material. But what you can do when you install it on yours is peel back. Now these short ends you can go ahead and remove completely. On the longer pieces here in the center, what you want to do is just lift it up, pull it back about 2 or 3 inches, and fold it to the outside so that you can grab it and pull it off once it's on the vehicle. So once it's sitting in there, as long as you've got those tabs out there and you don't press on it, you can go ahead and remove that while it's on the vehicle. It's already in place and it's not going to go anywhere. So for the ends, just to show you what it looks like on the vehicle, we'll go ahead and remove the backing material on both ends of the wings and then put this in place. When you install it on yours, will do the same thing for the center section. All right, now we've got the backing material removed from our wings. Let's go ahead and put it on the car. All right, so now that we've done our test fitting, we know where we want it to go. So we'll line up the center section along the back edge with the wings on the side. Make sure everything is where we want it. And then once you've got it on, go ahead and remove the center section now of the tabs that we folded back earlier. And then once you've got all the tabs removed for the backing material, then just go ahead and press down firmly on the edges for the wings and also on the center section. And once you've got that in place, go ahead and give it about 4 hours or even better overnight. Let it sit overnight before you actually take the vehicle out and drive it. That being said, your installation is now complete. And that wraps up our review and install of the Speedform rear spoiler in the gloss black finish for your 21 and newer Mustang Mach-E. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.